guys, and welcome back to another episode of MLB's Road to the Show. Guys, we're here. We're in the playoffs, and we are playing the Baltimore Orioles. Um, we had a crazy season this year with the Seattle Mariners. We broke records. Um, we had a lot of fun. We're batting fourth in the lineup. you know, I couldn't ask for anything better. I started off, pretty frustrated at times, batting so in like the seventh and eighth position. But to see where we were to where we are now, it's just a complete 180, and I'm here for it. But let's go ahead and play this game. The Orioles finished the season 94-68. They've got a team. They've got Adley. They've got just a really good team that we're going to play against.
It's the Baltimore Orioles taking on the Seattle Mariners. Well, this place is ready. We'll be right back to get this series started in just a minute.
Here we go, the ALDS. Hopefully we can make it good, make it pretty far. I would love nothing more than that, so we'll have to see.
All right, just about set to go. And pitching in this game, George Kirby.
Great sinker. Although it's not his primary pitch, it's really a pitch that he can go to, misses the barrel of the bat, gets ground balls, and lets the defense work behind him.
Great. We've got a 1-0 deficit so far. We got Colton Cowser up at the plate. Got no outs. We're in the second inning. All right.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Oh, dang it. This isn't what we want.
Valdez back to work. Line to left and foul ball. The drama always heightened in the postseason, and it leads to some really special moments.
Oh, come on.
Well, one special postseason memory for me, Boog, was facing Pedro Martinez, Game 5 of the ALDS.
Now this one is hammered way back there.
Yes.
On its way and gone. And we are tied. They must be going crazy in the dugout.
I wish I knew, because you can't hear a thing.
He just sent a jolt of electricity into this stadium with that swing.
That's awesome. Apparently, we're experiencing some technical difficulties with MLB's The Show. But look at all the fans in the background. It looks like they're having a good time. Dude, a 1-1 game. Heck,
a good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and
now
come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
That's outside. 1-0.
Probably should have swung at that. I feel like I could have had some fun with that pitch.
That one fouled off. Too low, and it's ball 3.
Come on, man. Give me something. That's a
now
hit.
A screamer into the outfield. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. That's out number 2.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
All right, Dean. That was a hit.
In the air, out towards right center.
That's a hit, bro. That might be a home run. Oh,
Kowser makes the grab, and that's the inning. 3 up,
can't
3
tell.
down
I
for
can't
him
hear
there. We're through
anything.
5. We are tied 2-2.
So it won't even, I can't even hear the swing.
Game 1 of the
Finally,
division
there we go.
series. And into the box for
We got
Baltimore,
Gunnar Henderson up.
Henderson.
Fuck, I knew he
Swing
was
and a
gonna
line
fucking
drive
rock
ripped
it.
right center field. Carter makes the catch for the out.
Yes.
And there's one away.
Yes. Oh, we got a
So
3-2
digging
lead.
in, Carter. He launched a solo shot back in the second inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
Oh my
Fought off foul.
God. Dude.
And here it comes. And that
That's,
one is lifted in the air. Kowser gets under it. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. And that one missing low.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
2 outs.
dude.
Right side, hard hit. To first, and that ends the inning.
That was stupid.
So up next, Colton Kowser.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
And that's hammered into right field. That's a base hit.
He's
Throw
out.
into third. The tag out.
Come on now.
Well,
Don't
that was a
ever
great
try
throw
that
from
on.
right to cut him down. Trying to go first to third. And such an exciting play. And it was tough to tell if he tried to push it on his own or if the base coach
my
was waving him
God,
around.
dude.
But with the ball behind you, that's when you have to rely on your coach to have a good feel for the play. And right there, it just didn't work out for him.
And that is out of play.
You're so lucky, bro.
Trying to close out a 1-run lead here in the late stages of game 1. Swing and a miss. 99. How do you do?
He's got one already tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if he pops another one here.
That's a double. That's a
Liner,
double.
And this could be trouble.
That's a
Heading
double.
for the play. He scores to tie it up. Runner around third on his way to the plate. Across is the winning run, and the Mariners walk it
we
off
did it.
to win game 1.
Dude, we did it.
Well, in the postseason, there's so much excitement, so much energy, everyone hanging on every single pitch. To have a walk-off win under these circumstances, these people have gone crazy. What a nice win, but you got to turn the page quickly to come back for the next game.
That's awesome, man.
Close one here today, and
That
your
is
final
awesome.
5-4. For Chris Singleton and
That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Great freaking game. Ooh, man. Oh my gosh, how fun was that? All right, so here we go again. We've got Logan Gilbert going up against Kyle Bradish. Dude. Whew. Still kind of like in shock about that game, man.
From the home of the Mariners since 1999, T-Mobile Park here in Seattle. MLB The Show brings you the American League Division Series. It's the Baltimore Orioles taking on the Seattle Mariners. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Just about set to go. And our starting pitcher here today, Logan Gilbert. What do you have on him?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
So 2 down. Now it's the right fielder, Carter. This is another guy capable of hitting tape measure home runs.
I was going to say, we had a lot of fun.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Inside, ball one. Carter went deep in his most recent game.
We did everything in that last
Foul
game.
ball makes it 1-2. Two outs. Bounce it off, still 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Ground ball
dang
right
it.
side, Wisely. Sends it to first, and that is the inning. Man at first, one away. Ground ball right side. Can't glove it cleanly. And they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay.
Dang.
One out, base is empty.
Now we're losing.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. Wisely hauls it in for the out.
Now, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Okay.
Carter, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one.
Well, these Mariners, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've heard lots of
I'll
loud
take
noise
it.
coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've logged 6 hits at 90-plus exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
And stepping in for the Mariners, Luis Rengifo. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody
I
out.
couldn't do it. Couldn't do it.
Here's the catcher to hit, Cal Raleigh.
Come on, Cal. You can do it, bro.
Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. The throw in. It's off the mark, and he scores.
That's 3 singles in a row. Smash that one
Good
through the
job.
infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Oh, my
Down the
gosh, dude.
box. Comes up empty
wanted
with a
that.
swing there.
Now, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Swings through that.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning.
Hang it, man.
And now the DH, Heston Kjerstad. Right through there for a strike. The Orioles down to their final strike. He's got it. Ball game. And the Mariners salvage game 2 here at home to even this series.
This is what you call taking care of business. When you've got home field advantage and you win the first 2 games of the series, that's what you come to the ballpark to do. They've worked hard to get to this point. Now they're in the driver's seat. We'll see how they do once this series continues. But so far, they've set the tone.
7-3.
Ooh. That was a good team win. Great team win. Say, I won the first game. The team won the second game. All right, so we've got our boy Luis Castillo going up against Dylan Cease. All right, let's go ahead and hit play this game. Still batting fourth. I love it. Now we're the away team.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. MLB The Show
Looks like we
brings
got
you
some
the
rain
American
going,
League
too.
Division Series. Carter now at the plate. First pitch misses.
I think it's very important to establish the inside part of the plate early. It sets the tone for the rest of the game.
That's a double.
Line drive.
Go, go.
This looks like extra bases.
That's a-
Lead runner around second. Coming home. The relay. And they put the tag on him for the out.
That's okay.
Corners are occupied with 2 down. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Drops into the glove. And that's the 3rd out. 1 run in the inning, but they lead 2. We head down to the home.
Hang it, man.
3rd game of the division series. And into the box for Baltimore, Randall Grichuk. The other way. And that's down, a base hit.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that.
Oh, my God.
Now the box comes up empty with a swing there.
Well, strike one is so critical in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
Come on, dude. That's
Swings and blasts one
another
deep to
double.
left center, and it's into the gap. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The relay throw. He'll score easily, and they
Another
take a
RBI.
2-run lead.
Picks himself up an RBI. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
Runner takes off. That's ball 4.
Yes.
Throw to third. Save.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
Runners at the corners here. 1 away. Raleigh will hit next. Got one out to right. And it falls. In comes the run from
Heck,
third
yes,
to add on.
dude.
It's an RBI single,
Oh,
and
my
they lead by
gosh.
3. Carter up next for the Mariners. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Oh, my gosh,
Swings and
man.
misses. And it's 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Left-hand batter waits.
Oh, that sucked.
Hit in the air, center field. Grichuk sizing it up. He's got it. And that is that. The runs, 1 hit. Here's Adley Rutschman. And that's a base hit. First and second,
teamed up.
2
Ah.
outs. Carter, the next to hit. there's a foul ball. 4 runs already in the frame here in the late stages of Game 3. On the ground right side. He takes it on his own, and they're happy to just get off the field.
All right, that should be the end of the game. All right.
Well, a really solid division series win. They can move on to the next round and I think relax a little bit more. Congratulations. Get ready for the ALCS.
That was so nerve-wracking. But I'm glad we advanced. I am so glad we advanced, man. Great team baseball. Great team baseball. We got a couple RBIs, which definitely helped the momentum in this game. All right, so it says the Mariners have won the American League Division Series. Now we play the Red Sox in the American League Championship Series. All right, listen, guys, that's going to be it for this episode. We will be back to play the Boston Red Sox. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. We'll be back soon, though. Until next time.